if Cameron spent as much time working as he does being the class clown, then he'd probably get somewhere. Do you know what I mean? But it was, my focus just couldn't. If I was into it, and I don't know about you, if I was into something, then I would give everything to that, and I'm 100%. But as soon as I started to get bored or something was disinteresting, it was okay. Where else can I go to get a bit of dopamine, or where can I put my attention that I want to enjoy, or where I want to have some fun?
Yeah, great starter, poor finisher. And also, like, tell me if you've had a similar experience, but I feel like a big part of the ADHD experience is dealing with perpetual boredom. So, like,
Mm.
you're constantly trying to find things that are exciting and new. And, when you're talking about your experience with getting sober, I don't know if your experience is very similar, but I found myself previously like trying to find things to kind of soothe me, to calm me down. And even like when I look at like when I party, like unfortunately, like I'm not like a one or two drinks kind of guy. I binge, and
Mm.
everything that I do though in life, I notice is a binge. And it's because of that, like all or nothing sort of mentality that people with ADHD have. I think it's very applicable. So I'm sure when you got sober and you recognize that the consuming of whatever it is what you're taking was really a way to soothe yourself to
Hmm.
like feel normal. I feel like, it's that same principle that I noticed within myself of like so many different areas in my life, whether it was like I need to fixate on like getting, starting a business or like content, I would post like 10 times a day, not sustainably because of like that all nothing mentality. Because if I didn't, then everything just felt like very underwhelming and bored. So,
Yeah, no, exactly. Mine was probably the marijuana or the weed. I used to smoke a lot just out of
me too.
pure,
Me too.
just sitting in your boredom or sitting in yourself, and it was a quick way to feel that relief or release. And then, like you say, there with the alcohol, it was all or nothing. I've said it before to people. Like my friends would say, "Do you want to come for a pint?" And it's, why do I want to come for a pint? Like, are you going out? No. What's the
Yeah.
point? Like, well, I'm either
Yeah.
coming and we're going out, or I'm not coming because I know what I'm like. I won't go home. You guys can go home. I can't.
I very much deal with that too. Like I'm not, I mean, as I've gotten older, I just haven't drank as much. So it hasn't
Mm.
been something I've considered. I mean, I've always thought about getting sober because like I have that perpetual cycle very much as well. But yeah, like, it's funny, like even at like work parties, they're like, oh, we have a thing called one and done. And it's like, oh, do you want to come for one drink? And I tell them all the time, like, I can't, like, I'm not doing that. I don't even want to start that,
Hmm.
so I totally get that.
Yeah, I think you're a bit stronger than me in that sense. I was very rarely I could say no. I would always lie to myself, like, I can have one, I can do one, and then go home. And then before I know it, yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. I've not been home for 2 days, and I think, what have I done?
I think I just have a really bad case of anxiety now. And
Mm.
I feel like some people don't have that. But for me, like, I always worry about that. Like, oh, what did I say? What did I do?
Yeah.
Did I say anything that could have hurt? Because, like, it's a reality. And
Hmm.
being conscious of that and understanding that a big part of it is because you have this like dopamine seeking brain. That's been something that, like, throughout the 10 years that I've been trying to figure out my brain and how to go about every component of my life, when it comes to like socializing, drinking and such, I'm very much aware of like my intention of like, okay, if you're going to, if you want to party, like just be careful, like,
Yeah.
like pay attention,
Hmm.
so yeah, it's a process.